Hey, and welcome to Matt and Jess TV. I am Matt
And I'm
Roast.
Jessica Bun Bun.
We are here with our reaction and review for the Amazing Race 38 and the big finale. The teams have gone to New York City, and there is a winner.
There is a winner. Who wants to watch somebody do a crossword puzzle? Not me. This finale to me was a snooze. It was started out like with a bang, or they're like, rappelling down the Empire State Building. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, this is amazing. Only 20 people have ever done this. Incredible. And then everything just went.
Okay. A couple of things here. First, I don't typically like a lot of Amazing Race finales, if I'm being totally honest, because I think the big problem here, you are solely dependent on whether or not teams are close to each other, because the only thing that matters is who ends up in first place. And this episode, it was abundantly clear from like minute 5 after Izzy and Paige were eliminated that Jag and Jazz were going to win this. Like, they were just in front the entire time.
Yeah, even the editing, I know that they kept trying to be like, oh man, they're right behind us. I'm like,
Yeah.
they're not right behind you. I know they're not right behind you. I don't believe for a second that anybody is right behind you. Jag and Jazz got so lucky to have this cab with them the whole time in this leg. It was such a like boon for them to actually have somebody who's willing to wait for them at every
Yeah.
single challenge. You've said this a bunch of times in these videos, like a bad taxi or not getting a taxi, it can ruin your game. And even having those extra 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes trying to hail down a taxi, not having to do that, it was such a huge advantage. And good for them for being able to like make that magic happen.
Yeah, it's just something where not only do you find a good driver, but you find a good
Yep.
driver who you can personally identify with.
Yeah, and connect with.
And
Yes.
that's just something where they're automatically going to want to root for you. And New York, it's very hard to do this because it is such a competitive city. Time is money. And granted, that driver made out at the end of the day here when Jack and Jess just like poured out their entire wallet for him before the pit stop.
Okay, here, like my tinfoil
All
hat
right,
is
all right.
that they already promised him that they were going to do that, that they were like,
Yeah.
whatever we have left, we'll give you whatever we have. I mean, they're pretty generous guys. I don't feel like they were going to take away this guy's whole day of making money to be like, hey, we have a connection, so drive us around all day. I feel like they were going to be like, hey, let us make it worth your while. And they did. And I really did like to see that.
Yeah, so this leg in this finale was ultimately just taken down a few notches by a couple of things. Number one, there was no real competition. There's no neck or
No.
neck, no
No.
real suspense here whatsoever. And two is the other thing that you described, which is just that the tasks, it felt to me, I'll put on a tinfoil hat for this as
Oh,
well.
all right.
They spent all their money booking the Empire State Building because I have to imagine that doing this on that building is not particular cheap. Like,
It could not be cheap. No way.
no, like filming in New York just isn't cheap. Like, there's a reason
No.
why a lot of TV shows are moving away from there. I know this is in part one of the reasons why CBS was like, we don't want to do Blue Bloods anymore because filming in New York's really, really expensive.
Super expensive. I mean, companies go up to Canada all the time and try
Yeah.
to turn Toronto into New York, and it never looks the same, but they do it all the time.
Yeah, but we'll go through, though, all of these other challenges, kind of identify what didn't work for them. And as happy as we are for Jag and Jazz, who really deserved this win,
They
like,
did.
this season itself had some problems that we hope that the race finish, like, finds a way to fix here moving
Yeah.
forward. Before we get more into any of this, be sure to hit that subscribe button because we have so much reality TV coming here over the weeks and months ahead. We still have Survivor 49, which is happening as we speak. And beyond all of that, The Traitors is coming back in January. It's a great cast. If you have been here for a while, you know that we love this show so much.
Oh, we really love this show. It's so much fun to watch. It's so much fun to talk to with you guys. So hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget, we've got Survivor 50 coming up next year. We'll be back for Big Brother again. So stick with us.
All right, let's just go through this like piece by piece here with the few things that worked and then the pure cavalcade of all the things that didn't.
Bruh.
Okay, Empire State Building Challenge. I was all right with this. Like you said, it's a really good visual spectacle, it's usually not the sort of challenge. And I feel the same way about bungee jumping or skydiving. There's not a lot of lead changes that really happen with something like this, but at the same time, you're offered a chance to do this at the Empire State Building. If you're the producers of The Amazing Race, I'm not going to fault you guys. You got to sign up to do this.
No, it's amazing. Amazing view, really cool visuals. This is
Yes.
definitely a once in a lifetime opportunity. Only 20 other times this has happened. That is a very little amount of people that can say that they got to do something like this. I mean, I'm not a person that's an adrenaline junkie. I don't like doing
No.
any stuff like this. Anything where it's like you have to sign a waiver because you might die. I'm not interested in any of this. However, I will say that this challenge looked quite cool. It was cool to see like that they had like the platforms right at the bottom. So should something happen, you're really only falling to this platform. I mean, you're still going to get hurt or whatever, but
Yeah.
you're probably not going to die.
I feel like I would be okay in this. I would have a harder time with the skydiving, like I said earlier this
No, I'm
season.
not. That's
Just push me out of the plane. I
crazy
can get
people
it.
stuff. I'm not doing it.
I wouldn't like it, but I could get it done. I feel like I would be okay with this. I still can't guarantee I would like it. I'm not super afraid of heights, but I don't love
Yeah.
them. But it just feels like, all right, you get up there, you get down, it's over, you go about the rest of the race. This is New York.
Yeah.
They're going to make sure that nothing happens to you.
Oh, well, the other thing about this one that feels a little bit different, like then when they're like, oh, we're like, climbing out over this beam and you have to look down to make sure you don't fall off the beam. This one, if you don't want to look down, you don't have to look down. You can just look straight ahead and go straight down the building, and all you're really seeing is a reflection of yourself.
Now we must get into the biggest blown opportunity for this show to do something amazing in this
Mhm.
finale. You guys had access to Cookie Monster and Oscar the Grouch. Like,
Yes.
first and foremost here, I will say I'm one of these people who, in our years of doing YouTube and working on our website, like we've interviewed people that are reasonably famous. And this is not some like name drop, look at us fest here, but it's
Oh,
just
yes, it is. Hi, Walton.
okay. Well,
I'm
it's
kidding.
just
I'm
for
kidding. I'm
me.
kidding. We did talk to
No,
him, but I'm kidding.
yeah, it's just for me, I would get more starstruck and nervous meeting a Sesame Street puppet than I probably would George Clooney, just because I have such nostalgia here.
I love Sesame Street so much. I mean, we all do. When I was a little kid, like, we had the story, oh, I dressed up as Cookie Monster. I tried to dress up as Big Bird one year, and man, we didn't have a lot of money growing up. My mom did her best, and it was up in Canada. So sometimes it would like snow on Halloween up there, and it did this Halloween. And she had to put on my blue jacket on top of all my Big Bird stuff. She like stuck construction paper feathers all over me. My one foot was left at my grandma's house. It didn't matter though. I was so excited. It's like, I am out as Big Bird. This is it. If Big Bird had showed up, I would have just like, somebody has to pick me up off the floor. Starstruck.
See, to me, I was an Oscar the Grouch guy. I mean, granted, a lot of people told me I was Oscar the Grouch when I was like 4 or 5 because I'd get cranky really easily. But that part of it would have really excited me. But we saw them for all of 2 minutes. They're just there to give the clue, and that's it.
Yeah, run and get a cookie and bring it in. I was like, it's cool to see Sesame Street, but
Yeah.
this is the challenge? Like, okay.
Here's my theory on what happened here. It's just that they didn't want to show, and by they I mean Sesame Street and everyone behind the scenes, like teams getting really upset and arguing with each other and cursing in front of Cookie Monster. So they were like, all right, get in, have your fun little moment, get out of here. We have to do other actual important stuff helping children now. Have a good day.
Probably, but it wasn't, it was exciting to see the puppets, but it wasn't that exciting of an actual challenge where you just run in, get this cookie, drop it off, and Oscar tells you to leave the trash on the ground, get out.
Yeah, by the way, that bakery they went to,
I know.
that looks so good. I would have never left that bakery. We would have lost
Yep.
$1 million. I just would have been eating all of those Danishes.
I just felt like there was going to be, when it was like, oh, we got Cookie Monster. I thought it was going to be more than just pick up a package, pick up a
Yeah.
cookie. I thought it was going to be more of like okay, you have to bake 20 cookies and they have to be perfect. And then they're going to be judged by Cookie Monster as he eats them all of whether you pass or not. Like, I thought it was going to be a little more of something.
Now we get into what is, in my opinion, the pure nadir of this episode, the pure bottomness of entertainment. Let's go and look at fabric. Not once have I ever been excited to do this. Not at Michael's, not at any fabric. I don't want to watch it.
Listen, I do like looking for fabric
Okay.
because I used to make bunny beds for Etsy a long, long time ago, and it was always really fun to match stuff up. But I don't know anyone who wants to watch me looking for fabric.
No.
It's not that exciting. It's the same for me as I was watching the show where I'm like, oh, I'm somebody who likes to hunt for cool fabrics and stuff. But I didn't want to watch them doing this. This was so boring watching them run around the store looking for the purple one, the blue one. I was like, oh my God.
I can just think of so many other things that would have been way more fun for them to do. They could have gone to Broadway. They could have had to practice, I don't know, a verse or two of a Broadway musical and perform it. They could have gone to 30 Rock. They
Yes.
could have done
Oh my
something ice skating.
gosh.
It's just there are
Yeah, Rockefeller Center, they could have been. Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff that
yes.
they could have done in there. And that's why it was like, oh, we're going to this fabric store. By the time they got to the crossword, I was like, you guys have lost me, man. You guys are in New York
Yes.
City. Nobody's going to Central Park. We're here. Like, it was just a drag.
I would have preferred they kept the Sesame Street motif going and you had to dress up as Times Square Elmo and run around Times Square hoping to get money from people. Like
Yep.
anything would have been more fun than this. I mean, good on Jag and Jazz for figuring out and not getting frustrated by the fabric getting caught in the cart because that
Yep.
feels like one of those things that for me personally, I'm a little bit of a panicker in this situation. If something went really wrong, I would immediately make it 3 times worse.
I originally figured they were going to have to go back
Yeah.
and get an actual whole bolt that is not wrecked. I was surprised that it was like, oh, that's acceptable. Just dragged along the ground, got ripped up in this wheel, and it's all pulled apart. But yes, okay.
Is this Project Runway where they're just like, okay, make it work? We're
Yeah,
gonna
we'll
figure.
just cut that part out.
I
Like
don't know.
I thought that was going to be one of the things that would have been a fail.
Yeah, it was very odd. The challenge itself was really, really boring. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, we get to the crossword where I
Oh my
know,
God.
I know where they were going with it. I get it. A lot of people love the New York Times crossword. Like, it's very hard. I understand all of that.
Yeah,
But
but who wants to watch somebody filling out a crossword? It's so boring.
I have seen other challenges they've done at the end of seasons that were way more visually appealing, whether it is moving around a giant puzzle, whether it is going and collecting flags of the countries that you visited,
Yep.
just something that kind of is a little bit more of a showcase, more of a back and forth. With the crosswords, you're just watching people stand there, figure out how to spell things. There's a reason why like the Scripps National Spelling Bee, like there's attention on it once a year when it happens and for like an hour, but no one pays attention to it the rest of the time because nobody really wants to watch that all the time.
No, it was not visually interesting, and this is a visual medium. I'm watching TV, so watching somebody fill out a crossword, it was a flop.
Here's where I will pour some praise on Jag and Jazz. I mean, a really dominant time that they had on the
Yes.
other than Tucker and Eric's winning streak. There was never any doubt all season long that they were going to win this. Like, yeah, they had a physical advantage in a lot of these tasks that were pretty physical, but still, they did well enough in the mental tasks as well.
Oh yeah, they did. I mean, they're really smart guys.
Yeah, they're really smart guys. They figured all of this out. Like, Jag is right. Winning both Big Brother and The Amazing Race, it's crazy. I mean, think about we've had a lot of Big Brother players over the years, including people like, Nicole Franzel, who
Yep.
won Big Brother. She didn't win The Amazing Race. Like, winning both and possessing that skill is impressive. Jeff Probst, I know you're watching. Are you going to cast Jag so Jag can compete for the Triple Crown?
Let's go.
I will say this, Jag. I think it would be
I'd love to
fun.
see him on. I think that would be fun.
If I am competing against you on Survivor, I am voting you out the first episode. I'm sorry.
Immediately.
I'm not letting you get the Triple Crown on my watch, Jag. You may be, I may like you, but it still doesn't matter. But in the end, this season, it had some moments. It had
did.
some fun legs.
Had a good cast.
Yeah, had a good cast. I enjoyed seeing places like Paris, especially Milan was really fun. But I feel like there were two huge problems that really slowed it down here. Number one, you were in Europe almost the entirety of it. You don't have the same sort of global culture shock. A lot of European countries, there's a lot of English speakers who are around.
I just felt like, while some of the challenges were really good, there was a lot of challenges this season. I'd say like 60 or 70% of them that kind of fell flat, like this crossword, and like it just wasn't there. And I'm okay with it staying in Europe if they've got the challenges to really back it up. And it felt like I was like, I got 3 dance challenges, I got 2 flower challenges. It's like, okay, I'm getting the same challenges kind of just mixed up in a different way. Oh, put all these flowers on a sheet. Okay, now put all these flowers on a dress. Didn't I just see this challenge like 2 episodes ago? Oh, now we're dancing the can can. Now we're over here dancing this. Oh, here's the third dance. Okay, guys, man, like there are other things that you can do here.
Yeah, I hope they fix some of this for next season. I'll be excited to have new teams again, kind of
Yeah,
get back to the roots of the Amazing Race. But, that is where we are coming out of the finale.
yeah.
Obviously, it's stunk to see Izzy and Paige go in fourth place, but
Yeah, I mean, we were really rooting for them.
no, we were. But good on them for making it that far. I think they
Yes.
surprised a lot of people. But let us know what you thought about the finale,
Mhm.
Jag and Jazz winning, the season as a whole. And of course, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any other reality TV coverage. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
watching, and we will see you here next time.